Your viewers, Sports Chat and all that, Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith alongside Monica McNutt. They're trying to get her to say it. And the truth hurt. Who can't take it off his plate?
You know it definitely.
Say it. No, Monica. No, don't parse words, Monica.
Say it, Monica.
I know you got to go in those locker rooms.
Shannon's
I
right.
know you
Say
cool
it,
with
Monica.
those women. Say it.
That's all I'm at.
All right.
Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talks about women's sports more than First Take? Stephen A. Respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to. Wow.
All right, we gotta go. You guys.
So did you know you're my guy, but who does more than
Stephen, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
All right, let's.
You my guy, but I'm talking to you.
Guys, I really appreciate
my girl, but you missed a lot of episodes of First Take. You missed a lot.
Stephen A. 3 years ago, you would not talk about the W at this level. Don't do that.
Guys.
Monica, you making Stephen A. point, Monica, you making Stephen A.
Let me do my job. Please let me do my
Viewers
job.
and subscribers, I'm just saying though, did you think Monica McNutt make a great point? Because I'm just saying though, do you think she stick up Stephen A. Smith right there? I'll just like you all to leave a comment in the comment section.
Women, say it.
So do me a favor and let me finish.
Say it.
I got y'all.
Okay.
Okay? You're not gonna tell me what to say, Stephen A. I'm gonna talk, right? There is certainly jealousy. There's certainly a reason to prove yourself. But if it is as bad as you all are now perceiving it to be, this team is 11 games in, and this is the first time we're having a conversation about a non-basketball play. If it is as lethal and as nasty as the media has come to portray it. All I'm saying is Kennedy Carter, her behavior is not indicative of the entire league. And the blanket statements are where this thing is going. Let me finish. The blanket statements are where this thing is going left. There are a ton of women in this league that are going to compete at a high level and be good sports in this thing. This is new territory for everyone involved. As far as the Matt Barnes and the Uncle Shannon conversation about getting into fights and altercations, you mentioned Angel Reese. Angel Reese has always had her teammates back to that degree. Aaliyah Boston has been walking this thing out with Caitlin Clark closely. I know that her teammates love her and appreciate her, but if it is not who they are to jump up and start a fight, then maybe they can't afford to lose game checks potentially, y'all. A game check in the NBA is what we're talking about in terms of salaries overall in the WNBA. So I think I would like you guys, and we all should do a better job of having a conversation with a little bit more nuance. We all agree Kennedy Carter was wrong. We all agree there is some jealousy, but to your point, Stephen A., there is jealousy. To your point, it is still a prove it league.
Red flag. Viewers and subscribers, you know that was Monica McNutt, ESPN analyst, you know what I mean? She was just giving her take, you know what I mean, and how she felt about Caitlin Clark, you know what I'm saying, being powdered, and why she don't think she should be powdered, you know what I'm saying, and why she don't think it's fair to the other player, you know what I mean, and other team. We got to call a spade a shovel, because that wasn't a basketball play that was made on Caitlin Clark the other night by Kennedy Carter. Then it's not fair for us to stay here and try to police all the calls, all the foul on Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese, Caesar Rookie, New Dreamer, just like Caitlin Clark, happened to be black. Caitlin Clark happened to be white. Keep your eyes on the prize. Stay focused. To whom much is given, much is expected. Sports Chat and all that. Don't scare to like. Stephen A. Competition get antsy. Monica McNutt.
We gotta go to break. I know we gotta go to break. Welcome to the world of being a woman, Stephen A., and how you have to dance about your word choice and you have to please everybody and anybody as you navigate your being. We are talking about the world's greatest
How about being a black man?
Being black.
Hold on 1 second.
Have you?
So this is what I'm saying to y'all, though, and I know we got to go to break, and we didn't necessarily go there, and maybe we should. There are so many layers in this conversation around the way that it's being discussed. No. And yes, Shannon, I know y'all are going to say you know, and Stephen A., I know you just shared that you have talked about the WNBA on your program too. You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Caitlyn is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right.
Who talks about the...
Viewers, this was the day after McNutt. Check Stephen A. Follow up.
Okay, so I'm going to start big picture. I played in the WNBA for 10 years, and when you are a number one pick, which I was 10 years ago, I know I'm starting to feel old, you do have a target on, Kennedy Carter, but I think also to learn from this situation, let's go back to Candace Parker. I played with her, and I played against her, and she came in as a transformational player who dominated her rookie year, the only player to both be Rookie of the Year and MVP, and if you see in this moment right here, Plannette Pearson came at her and provoked a whole altercation. And I'm sorry, I played against Plannette as well. She had a distinct reputation on the court playing for Bill Laimbeer's Detroit Shock. And he brought that same Pistons energy to the WNBA. Now fast forward to where we are today and what we just witnessed happen between Kennedy Carter and Caitlin Clark. I want to be absolutely clear. No one condones what Kennedy Carter did to Caitlin Clark on that one play. But you have to call a spade a spade. It was a cheap shot. But if we're speaking on what the entire sequence of events were that Kennedy alluded to, what we love about Caitlin is the same thing that we love about Diana Taurasi, the all-time leading scorer in the WNBA. They talk trash, and they have the game to back it up. Caitlin was just named Rookie of the Month, averaging 17 points per game and 6 assists. She is holding her own, and guess what? She talks about it. I've heard from multiple players some of the things that have been said on the court because I still am, in some ways, a part of the league. And when you initiate that type of talk, it opens the door for some things you cannot expect. Now, was Kennedy's response to this completely wrong? Yes. When you initiate that type of talk, these things happen. Is Kennedy someone that probably has one of the shortest fuses in the WNBA? Yes. Why do I know that? I played with her. Was that on the scouting report for Caitlin to know? Probably not.
Agree with both Janae and Shannon. And we all have said this is not a basketball play. And I think we heard from head coach Teresa Weatherspoon, who is a legend in the WNBA, right? And she acknowledged that's not going to be what Sky basketball is all about. And so this was a bad moment for Kennedy Carter. It has been magnified. It has been a point of discussion. I still feel that it's a non-story in my mind, but I understand that we have to discuss it because of what we do for a living.
Viewers, like I'm saying, in every action, there's a reaction. And this was the reaction from Stephen A. Smith to Monica McNutt the day after.
Stephen A.?
Y'all, Monica, you're absolutely right. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a big story. But it's a big story because it involved Caitlin Clark. And we have to accept that. And it's almost like there's this resistance to acknowledging Caitlin Clark and the impact that she has had and is having. Kennedy Carter did what she did. It wasn't a basketball play. We see non-basketball plays being made on the basketball court by males and females all the time. It's not a big deal. This is not a reason to excoriate Kennedy Carter or Angel Reese, who got up and clapped immediately after she did it and said, come on, this ain't a reason to excoriate them or anything like that. But it is a reason to pause for a second and to remind them what's going on and what's transpiring before our very eyes.
Stephen A. Smith, all I'm saying, somebody is going to check you and that get in the way stuff, because a while ago Marley asked you, what do you mean when you said players or WNBA players get in the way of whatever, the golden goose or whatever? And I don't think you gave her a clarity on that. And to me, I don't think I got any clarity on that either. But you know what I mean? You rub it, you know what I mean? I see like you rub it like you know what I'm saying? You mumble it away, but I'm just saying somebody is going to check you on it. So make sure you have a good explanation. Make sure you have a good explanation whenever time somebody else check you on that again. Don't forget to say that, Sports Chat and all that. Like and subscribe. Comment in the comment section. You don't know. love,
get in the
and
way of
light.
that.
Excuse me, Stephen A. I have one question.
You
I
do
just
what
want
it takes to
clarify. How are they
Yes?
getting in the way? How are the WNBA players getting in the way of Caitlin Clark? I just want to be clear, make sure we understand.
I'm not saying they're getting in the way. I'm saying you guard yourself from getting in the way of the specter of stuff that's coming down the pike. If I see a whole bunch of stuff coming down, like it could be something going on in television and, you know, somebody's got contract negotiations going on or we got a television deal that's coming down the pike. You're paying attention to every little thing that you do to make sure you don't get in the way of what's coming. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they've done anything. I'm saying you have to look. If a golden goose lands in front of your face and you recognize them for being that, and there's an incredible benefit that comes down the pike while competing and trying to get the best of her and get your own shine and elevate your own cachet. It could be endorsement deals. It could be anything. The point is, you exploit it and capitalize off of it rather than get in the way of it. The reason why everybody's talking about this story